All right, welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Dave Weinbach. We are live on center court, and we've got a tremendous match about to get underway here. We'll set the scene. On the far side, in white, from Utah, is Cali Smith. Volleying. There's a good look at Cali Smith right there. You want to talk about fitness and power? Dave, Cali Smith's got all of that and more.
She sure does, and not just the physical skills, Dave Fleming. I've always been so impressed with the mental toughness of Cali Smith. You know, she's such a fighter and a battler, never ever gives up on a ball. Very similar to her Utah friend, Elise Jones,
yes,
who they get to play a lot together in rec play back home. And, you know, we talk a lot about Callie and her filthy two-handed backhand and her forehand drive, but it's her mental game that is, to me, a real difference maker with Cali Smith.
Yes, she will fight to the end. On the other side, Parris Todd. Parris Todd, as we mentioned, just signed with Selkirk using a new SLK paddle. She has a tremendous singles resume. Her doubles game rapidly improving. You want to see somebody stripe a clean two-handed backhand, you have come to the right place. The two-handed backhands you see from these two ladies will definitely looks like some of the two-handed backhands you see on the Tennis Channel with the fuzzy yellow ball.
Yes, and Parris coming off some time off here this year in pickleball. So I think went through a little injury and has recovered from that and worked very hard to get back here on the professional tour. And we know what a single specialist that she has been. In fact, I'll never forget the match that she played in San Clemente, yes, against Anna Lee Waters. I think you were there.
I was.
And that's one of the most impressive singles matches I've ever seen. Men's, women's, you name it. And she is fully capable, Dave Fleming, of winning this pickleball tournament.
Oh, she's highly skilled. You're going to see precision, pace, power, and 8 other words that start with P. She is ready to go, and the P that is ready to serve is Parris. So let's play pickleball. And a hot start for Parris Todd as she paints the literal corner of the court.
Right on cue, as you had talked about her two-handed backhand being such a weapon. The other thing with Parris that's so impressive, her movement is so efficient. It doesn't look like she's working that hard because she's such an efficient mover. She just glides.
Very focused. This is a woman that as a very young teenager was an extremely high-level tennis player. Now has found pickleball, and boy, has she ever found it.
Point.
And Cali Smith is going to the A.J. Kohler School of staring through a hole through that paddle after a misreturn. So a couple of misreturns from Callie. She'll get that cleaned up, but Parris will definitely take any and all freebies.
Yeah, Callie coming in as the 3rd seed in this bracket. Parris coming in as the 6th seed, and they're on the bottom, on the top half of this bracket. Of course, we have Anna Lee Waters as the strong number 1 seed, and of course, the often dangerous Catherine Parento as the number 2.
No doubt. So we talked about Parris signing with Selkirk. She's using that new SLK. It's a carbon spin paddle.
Timeout. Receiver 4-0.
Selkirk's looking at all sorts of ways to bring technology to the court. They've done it there with an affordable technology-based paddle, and Parris Todd is using it well to start game number 1. Welcome back, Parris Todd, using a brand new paddle, and sometimes we see, you know, it takes people a little while to settle in.
And
she
of course, Cali Smith, a long time Onyx.
Yes.
Professional pickleballer, loves her Onyx Premier paddle. She has told me she just absolutely loves the combination of power and feel.
And that return sells just deep, so 3 freebies so far. And Onisha Smith is overruling the call on the return there. So perched up in the seat, had a good look at it. You see her just in the right corner of your screen. Selena Lopez is also calling it. So will that overturn inspire Callie to run off some points. That'll be one.
Point.
Now you got to throw that away because sometimes something like that can affect your
absolutely.
mental fortitude.
We've seen it many times.
1-4.
That's just a beautifully struck forehand winner down the line from Todd on a deep, I mean, very limited space to run that up the line, and she painted it.
Smith was really enjoying and relishing her approach
Yes,
deep
she
to
was.
that corner.
That quickly turned into a horror film.
Side out.
Not quite able to get down and on top of that one there, so Todd pushes it deep.
All right, so Smith
1-4.
serving at 1-4 here in game one. Looks like she hesitated there, Dave, and didn't really commit to that
Too
shot.
many things in her head there. I think she was going to roll it and then went, ooh, that backhand's dangerous, go down the line, and then it was too late.
4-1.
That is a gorgeous ball from Cali Smith on the run. Todd covering down the line. Not a lot of space cross court, but Cali Smith found it, and that's what it takes to win at this level, Dave.
What a pass, Dave. I mean, there was not a lot of room there, and Parris Todd covers that
1-4.
net as good as any women's singles professional player. Deciding to stay back here.
Point.
Just deep with the two-hander there as
Dave
well.
Johnson, please return to the ref desk. Dave Johnson.
So Todd gets the first four. Smith comes back with the
2-4.
next two.
Point.
Just deep again, so not quite getting that ball to bite. Just sailing a little bit off the top spin.
So after 3 points in a row, Smith serving here at 3-4.
3-4. Point.
And another
Oh, and there's a
freebie.
freebie, so we are all tied up here in game one.
4-4.
That's just a
Side
great
out.
handle by Todd of a beautiful drop by Cali Smith.
Terrific pressure there by Todd, keeping those balls deep in the court and really giving Smith no opportunity to get on the offensive in that point.
So, Cali Smith, as we expected, dug in, pushed it to four-piece. There you can see her talent off here.
And we talked about in the opening, Dave, how mentally tough she
4-4.
is. When she got down 0-4, didn't really affect her at all.
Point.
Just deep on that backhand. You can see Parris Todd, before every point, goes back and gets focused, turns her back to her opponent.
5-4.
Something I think she did back in her tennis days, and you know, we're all very habitual creatures, Dave.
Whatever makes you play your best. That is a nasty two-handed backhand down the line. She's been bringing them cross court, now down the line. If you leave it short and you have that array of weapons, now you're going to guess, and that's a bad place to be for Cali Smith. There again, Todd has definitely got her routine. Just another wicked two-hander for Todd, and if Cali Smith chooses to stay back, her balls are going to have to get deeper or she will be on the defensive the whole day.
Yeah, in singles,
7-4.
you have to be the dictator of the point.
Point.
And that forehand really gets away from Smith, so there's another point
So
for Todd.
4-0, 4-4, 8-4. You don't have to win
8-4.
by fours, but that's all we've had so far.
Point.
And Smith goes for a little too much on the backhand
Timeout,
cross court
receiver,
there.
9-4.
And Cali Smith will take a timeout. So Parris Todd jumped up early, was tied, and now has won 5 points in a row. This is the PPA Tour. Welcome back, everybody. Thrilled you're with us. Some high-level women's singles going on here, and it is Parris Todd, who you see there in brown, looking fantastic so far, up 9-4. And just a gorgeous dipping two-handed backhand.
That is a beautiful thing to watch.
And that is coming on the heels of smoking 2 of those down the line clean. So that variety of locales for her passing shots is a scary proposition for the entire women's field to be dealing with.
10-4.
6 in a row and a game point on the paddle of Parris Todd.
Second call for Kiwi Franklin. Please come to the tournament.
That's a nice point by
Kiwi
Cali
Franklin.
Smith. So
Please
she
come to the
does
tournament.
save a game point, but big Utah mountain to climb here.
Smith doing a great job of really working that point and waiting for the right opportunity
4-10.
to attack.
Second call for Danny Derry. Please come to the tournament desk. Danny Derry, this is your second call to the tournament desk, please.
Point.
Correctly called wide
Yep.
by Cali Smith, so that's going to be a
This
point
ball
for
right here
Smith.
Just wide, so even though the point finished as if it was Todd's, it was wide before that. So 5-10.
5-10. Side
Not able to
out.
get on top of that two-hander, so game point number 2 coming up for Parris Todd.
10-5. 10-5.
And a
Point.
short return is
11-5.
punished by Parris Todd, and a come on, and that is, as we thought was possible, as clean and as good a ball striking as you will see on a pickleball court. So Parris Todd looking great. We'll see if she can keep it rolling in game number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming here with Dave Weinbach. Thrilled you are here. Gorgeous day in Las Vegas, Nevada. And there's a look at Cali Smith, who's
Game 2.
got to
timing.
find another gear here. She
0-0.
played pretty well, and Parris Todd was just all about it. And getting a
Point.
freebie to start will certainly help Callie's cause. So
Final
can
call for
Parris
Danny
Todd
Derry.
maintain
Come to the
that
tournament desk.
level?
This is your
And what can
final
Cali
call
Smith
for
do
Danny
to force her
Derry.
to not be so comfortable? We'll see if she's got it in her. And that is a wicked forehand down the line on the run here. Watch this, very little room, and she paints
And
a
a huge,
picture.
yeah, from Cali Smith, knowing what a key point this is in this match. She must take this game 2, Dave, to force a deciding game 3.
Indeed she does.
Final
And
call for Kiwi Franklin.
Off
Please
to a
report
great
the
start.
Tournament desk. Kiwi Franklin, tournament desk.
And that's what Cali Smith is going to have to do if she's going to win this match, Dave. Parris Todd's level is not going to go down. Cali Smith is going to have to make plays like what you saw on those last 2 points previous to this one right here.
Yeah, even like the last point she played there, just got beat by a terrific shot. It looks like she's trying to stay away from the backhand a little bit, test that forehand. Because that's what happens when you go to the backhand.
I think if this is more of a battle on the baselines, I give a slight edge to Parris. Let's see if Callie tries to do a little bit more of the ham and egg thing at the kitchen line. I think that's something to look for in this game and as this match progresses.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Callie can find a way to get that type of point started.
Yes.
Parris is hitting ropes.
Side out.
Okay, so we've seen certainly Callie and Lucy a lot in doubles get that motion and momentum when you're playing singles. She's got to find it within herself, obviously capable of doing that. And that's when you know, okay, she is in tune with what she needs to do here.
Great volley there by Callie.
Great deeper approach set that up. So Cali Smith up 3-1 to start here. Game 2, much better start than the 0-4 deficit she had to try and dig out of in game number 1.
So you can tell she's looking to really attack the Parris Todd forehand and make Todd beat her from the forehand side. Not like what we saw in game 1 where Parris was just firing lightning bolts off that two-handed backhand.
Yeah, the skies are blue and there's lightning everywhere. Tremendous get, but that just prolongs the agony for Cali Smith as Todd is just does a nice job sliding those feet. Don't cross them over, just easy, beautiful finish. When the opponent is off the court, don't do too much, just make the shot.
1-4.
That goes deep off the backhand, so nice fight from Cali Smith to stay on that point.
So something I'm going to look for here as this match progresses, Dave, is to see if Smith can try to engage Parris in a little bit more of that cat and mouse game. I give Callie the advantage there because Callie is a better dinker, I would say, at this point in her career than Parris is, and I give her a slight edge if she can try to get the point in that style, like what we saw in the previous match with AJ and Ben.
Yes. Yeah, this has been ladies ripping lasers so far.
And that's where Parris has an advantage.
Yep.
5-1.
So Callie, off to a good start, has found more depth in her shots and has put more pressure on and played the forehand a little more. That is a tremendous ball by Cali Smith there, and the tide is turning.
Timeout, receiver.
And it is now Parris Todd having to call timeout.
What a great forehand pass. You know, she caught Parris leaning a little bit left and really burned her on that cross-court forehand winner.
She sure did. So Cali Smith on the roll. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and the tide has turned. Cali Smith looking very good here in game 2, up 6-1. The winner of this match will play another great match going on in an outside court. Catherine Parento, the 2 seed, is playing Anna Bright. So that is a barn burner, I'm sure, as well. And let's see if the timeout can get Parris Todd back into the flow she had in the first. Good try.
Nothing Smith can do there.
Here we go.
Yeah, you can see this is one of those that just goes over and there's no angle or anything Cali Smith can do there. So the timeout gets the ball back for Parris Todd and gets a little love off the net. Again, I like the change that Cali Smith has done. Force a bunch of forehands and then open that court on the backhand. Great get by Cali Smith, but again, Todd in perfect position. And you can see some of the ladies like to play really, really fast. Cali Smith taking her time, getting back to position.
2-6.
Of course, Parris going through her normal routine.
Yep.
Point.
That's really well-constructed point there by Parris Todd, really keeping the pressure on Callie. Never went for any really crazy shot, just kept the pressure on and forced an error.
Yeah, and left some nice margins there too. Didn't try and hit it on the line. When you're ahead, don't let your opponent off the hook.
Tony Ramsdell, two-day match coordinator's desk, ASAP.
Oh my, and the fight of Cali Smith pays off there, but she was behind that entire point. So that point construction, if I'm Parris Todd, I'm like, okay, I missed a bunny.
And Todd got the ball that she wanted.
For sure. Just didn't finish it, so got to wipe that away. You know, one of the longest baseline rallies there. And again, Cali Smith playing very slow. Anisha Smith, the referee, granting her that.
6-3.
6-3. And that is the danger of testing that two-handed backhand. I mean, that landed directly on the line. Really doing a nice job getting that left hand on top of it. Those of us that love to hit two-handed backhands, the left hand is the magic for the roll. And
yeah,
Todd,
and that's what generates that crazy angle.
Yes.
But she got so much topspin on that. But when that ball went by Smith, I think really Callie thought it was going to be
There's
wide.
no way that can dive down and stay in, and it stayed right on the line.
Next Strobel.
Oh, what a return.
To the match coordinator desk.
Point.
But the quality of the get by Todd was terrific there off a great return. And then it was Callie who was guessing, and the lead is but 2 now.
Yeah, Smith committing, going to her right very early there, and Parris just waited and waited and waited, held that ball and easily read that pass.
That's just a gorgeous backhand drop volley by Cali Smith. Okay, a little slow roll of the ball over in the corner. At the pace Callie's been playing, I don't think she'll mind that at all.
What impressive hands, though, by Cali Smith to not only get that angle, but to take the pace off the ball so the ball came in.
6-4.
If her grip pressure would have been a little bit tighter, that ball would have flown off that paddle and gone wide.
Goes for too much left hand there and pulls it wide. So again, a lot of people think, okay, I see pickleball court, mini tennis. Well, the dimensions kind of look like it, but the width versus the height of the net, very different versus tennis. So we got a timeout here on the court. Cali Smith is up 3. So Dave, if you're in the corner, Cali Smith right now is actually talking to Kyle, her husband, who is her coach right there. Good look at that. What do you think he's telling her?
I think he's telling her to really keep the pressure on Parris. Stay as controller of the point. Dictate. Be the person that is controlling the point. Keep the depth on those balls. Keep Parris back. And keep getting her the this momentum that she has come out strong here in game 2.
Yeah, and you can see draining that bottle. Obviously, hydration starts days before you get to a tournament like this, because this is day 1 of 3 and they hope 4. In the other corner, you see Parris Todd has the advantage of being on the shady end of the court right now. Certainly Callie could walk down there if she wanted. I think Parris has to get back to her being the dictator.
The other thing I think he's reiterating to Callie is to really pressure the forehand of Parris Todd. She seems to make a little more errors on her forehand side and is a little less dangerous than that backhand. So let's keep an eye on that as well.
So we go. Coming out of the timeout, Cali Smith serving up 3. Sun's at her back, so she'll be able to see that. And then again, patiently waits for Callie to declare and hits it into the open court. Smart choice by Parris Todd there. So the timeout works.
Yeah, the Smith lob wasn't a horrible idea because she was in such a defensive position, but she just didn't get the depth on the lob.
You'd love that to be within a foot of the baseline.
Yeah, the key on those lobs, I say, is the back third is fine. We don't need to get greedy. Doesn't have to be within a foot or 6 inches, but if you get it in that back third of the court, it makes your opponent's shot so much more difficult.
And a big roar from Cali Smith there. Got a little love off the tape and then fired a winner and fired some enthusiasm directed directly at Parris Todd.
Well, Smith knows what a really key point we are here in this match. Getting that ball back now and trying to take control of game 2 and force deciding game 3 here. And if that does happen, the players will switch sides at 6 points in that game 3, so there's no advantage, disadvantage on the side.
Bruno, Rico, Davis, court 6B. Bruno, Rico, Davis, court 6B.
That's a great volley by Parris Todd right there, because Smith thought maybe, ooh, I might be back in this. I got a good look at this one, and then too good from Parris.
Parris says nope. She's really tough to pass, Dave. As we said in the opening, she's such an efficient mover laterally at the kitchen line.
Point.
That return just sails a bit deep. Again, the pace of play here very slow compared to some players who like to race to the line when things are going their way.
Well, it's also 90 degrees with a
No
real
doubt.
feel of about 102 on the court right now.
No doubt playing a role in that.
Callie went to the backhand there in that return, and that surprised me, honestly. I thought she would try to pressure more on that forehand side. Parris just too strong with that two-handed backhand, and as we've seen so many times today, Dave, can go any direction with it.
Yeah, especially if it's short. If it's short, you're just asking for trouble. That's just a gorgeous point by Cali Smith, playing that forehand side, making her, when you talked about it, Dave, before we started this match, probing. Okay, that two-handed backhand is lethal. Let's get beat with her second best shot.
7-6.
Ooh. Tape says no.
Boy, what a gorgeous approach that there by Todd with that two-handed cross-court backhand, getting that deep in the corner. It puts so much stress and pressure on Smith. Even if that would have come over, she was way out of position for Parris's forehand volley.
So the started out 6-1 Cali Smith. We are now at just 6-7.
Yeah, that's correctly called long.
Now we're even agreeing with the amount of deep it was with Onisha Smith, a couple inches deep. Cali Smith trying to stretch out this lead. She's had the lead the whole time, but it is but one right now.
Oh, I thought she'd go around the post there. It was
She-
there. We're right on that line, and that ball got wide enough that Parris could have gone around, but I really don't think it even entered her train of thought, Dave.
It didn't look like it because with the ATP or around the post, which is completely legal in our game, and we love those unique shots, you have to be patient and let that ball just travel. And she was there and plenty of time to get that.
8-6.
Callie able to get that 8th point.
Side out.
And floats that deep. So Todd's got the ball back. 6-8 going through the routine. Just off camera, here she comes.
6-8. Point.
And again, leaving that ball short to the backhand set off a series of unfortunate events for Callie there.
All right, here we go. Right back.
Slowly going to the towel, slowly going to the ball, slowly going to everywhere. Just really everyone trying to find their best for a huge point like this one.
Yeah, players trying to take a few extra seconds, Dave, and get to the towel, get some hydration going. As I said earlier, the real feel on the court is over 100 degrees right now.
Point.
And again, it is back to looking like game one where it was Parris Todd dictating play.
Here we go, Cal, right back.
Much of it dictated by the two-handed backhand. Some good forehands in there to help finish.
Yeah, if I was coaching Cali Smith right now, I would advise her to try to get a little bit more of that cat and mouse going, that kind of game against Parris Todd. Parris doesn't like to play that style. She wants to grip and rip, both on the forehand side and the backhand side, whereas Cali Smith has a really good skill set at the kitchen line, both with power shots and punch volleys, but also with cross court and down the line dinking.
8-8.
So looking for anything, or you can hit it off the tape and let it dribble over. Those are real effective. So 8-8 gets a missed return. So
And there's another unforced error on the forehand side of Parris Todd. So let's keep watching to see if Cali Smith really targets the right side of the Parris Todd body.
9-8.
oof. So she tested the backhand, and that time it hit with great force, but hit the tape, stays on Parris Todd's side. So it was 6-1, and it is now a game point for Cali Smith at 10-8.
Second call to Mike Walter and DK Rhonda. These are what you get.
Oh, Callie read it right
Yes, she
too,
did.
but just didn't get anything on that backhand volley.
So you love it when you guess right, because you're like, good job, me. And then she didn't make the volley to go with it. On game point. So will that great read but not executed finish be a major factor, or will she get the ball back? So Todd would love to run off a couple here and get to 10 apiece at least.
Oh, and that called long.
Point.
Just deep, she was there, but she didn't get on top of the punch volley. So
She appeals to ref Anisha, and Anisha agrees
yeah,
with
Nisha
that call.
Smith right on top of that.
9-10.
It's right in front of us. I looked a bit deep as well. So 9-10.
Point.
And that sails deep as well. So we are indeed tied at 10. It's going to take more than 11 to win game number 2. Again, got to win by 2 no matter what the number is.
10-10.
Ooh, and Todd goes for a big roll that catches the tape. So she does get the 2 I mentioned, but no more than that. So 10 apiece, game 2. Love it.
10-10.
Oh, that's going to sail way out. So a missed opportunity there for Smith, and this is going to give the ball back to Parris Todd. She's 2 points away from capturing this very important match here on Pro Singles Day.
10-10.
Oh, and this time the roll, it's the exact shot she missed last time. That one she, in essence, missed too, but the net said, no, I'm going to give you a little more. So it is Cali Smith calling timeout. So here's the deal. Cali Smith had a game point, wasn't able to capitalize. Smith is now staring down a match point. Again, I put you in her corner. What are you telling her?
I think she's got to go deep forehand on this return of serve. I don't think she should go backhand. I would either go forehand or right into the Parris Todd body to not elicit any angles on the passing shot.
Yeah, and the body or middle is often good because, especially two-handed backhand, people like the ball out away from their body, step into that and rip it. You got to bring the hands in. That can be more difficult. We do have a result on the outside. Catherine Parento does beat Anna Bright 11-4 in the third. So Catherine Parento will play the winner of this one right here.
Terrific match that must have been.
Yeah.
We were talking about that off the air.
Yes.
It's a great matchup. Anna Bright, a rising future superstar, in my opinion, in this
No
sport.
doubt. Tremendous player. So here's Parris Todd. Match on her paddle. Oh, goes with a slice serve. First time the whole match. And look at that. So just a little change in the serve gets Cali Smith off the court to start, and it is Parris Todd who rallies back down 6-1 in game number 2, saves a game point, and wins it. So she'll play Parento in the next round. We'll be right back.